Good afternoon, Cross Timbers. Today is February 28th, 2012. This is Texan TV News, a product of the Texan News Service, and I am Mike Daniels. In today's headlines, fire breaks out on an Italian cruise ship. Safety device was disabled on a New York City elevator. Texas district embarks on a widespread iPad program. 2 more meth dealers are sentenced. Tarleton Quidditch Association. Rangers agreed to deals. And weather. In international news, the Associated Press reports that a fire broke out in the generator room of an Italian cruise ship on Monday. The ship is now adrift in the Indian Ocean and without power. A pair of tugboats from the island Seychelles are on their way to the ship, which has 636 passengers and 413 crew aboard. The tugboats won't arrive at the ship until Tuesday afternoon at the earliest. The ship is part of the Costa Crozet spa fleet, which is controlled by Carnival Corporation, which is based in Florida. The fire on the Costa Allegra was put out quickly, but passengers and crew are left without power and air conditioning. They are expected to sleep outside on the decks. The cause of the fire is under investigation. Company spokesman Giorgio Moretti was quick to downplay the situation by saying that the Costa Allegra is adrift and is being pushed by the current. It is stable and upright. Decisions will be made about passengers and crew and where to take the ship when the tugboats arrive on Tuesday afternoon. In national news, the AP reports that an important elevator safety mechanism was turned off when an advertising executive was crushed to death trying to take the lift to her office, city investigators found in a report released Monday. A mechanic override the mechanism, a safety circuit that normally prevents elevators from moving with their doors open. This enabled work on the Midtown Manhattan elevator about a half hour before an elevator did just that, which killed Suzanne Hart on December 14th. The City Department of Investigation and Department of Buildings found the mechanic insisted he'd put the safety system back online by the time Hart tried to step into the car. But investigators concluded the mechanism was apparently bypassed at the time of the fatal incident, thereby allowing the car to move with its doors open, the investigation said. The buildings department suspended the elevator repair company owner's license. He failed to notify the agency and get an okay to put the car back in service after the repairs that day, among other missteps, officials said. A Texas school district is trying to close its digital divide by distributing thousands of Apple tablet computers in a move that could make it the largest iPads program for the students in the nation. The Associated Press reports that McAllen Independent School District in the southern part of the state began distributing 6,800 devices this week, mostly the iPad tablet computers, but also hundreds of iPod Touch devices for its youngest students. By this time next year, the district says every one of its more than 25,000 students in grades kindergarten through 12th will receive an iPad or iPod Touch. The district believes it's the largest to try for a complete coverage, and while Apple would not confirm that, other districts the company noted as having made large investments have not made ones as big as McAllen's. Educational use of the tablet computer is so new that there's little evidence available on their impact. Superintendent James Ponce said the district wanted to change the classroom culture, making it more interactive and creative, and decided Apple's devices, even at $500 retail for an iPad 2, were the best investment. We're just choosing to invest differently going forward, Ponce said. According to the Empire Tribune, 2 more defendants arrested last year following a 9-month narcotics investigation are headed to prison. Brian Patrick Butts, age 43, and Alana Darlene Spencer, age 26, were 2 of 17 suspects arrested in August of 2011 following the joint undercover drug investigation conducted by the Erath County Sheriff's Office and the Stephenville Police Department that began in November 2010. Both defendants pled guilty in the 266th Judicial Court Monday. Butts pleaded guilty to 2 counts of delivery for 1/4 grams of meth, a first-degree felony. He was sentenced to 2 40-year prison terms set to run concurrently. Spencer was sentenced to 16 years in prison after pleading guilty to a single first-degree delivery charge. When the investigation culminated in 17 arrests last year, Erath County Sheriff Tommy Bryant said it was the longest investigation he had been involved in throughout his 24 years in law enforcement. Investigators and informants from both law enforcement agencies conducted many hours of surveillance and reportedly purchased marijuana, cocaine, and meth from the suspects. And now, here is Megan Lofton with the Tarleton Quidditch Association.
Hi, I'm Megan Lofton with the Texan TV News. Today I'm here with Chloe Gardner of the Tarleton Quidditch Association. Chloe is here to talk about a little bit more about the Quidditch team. So Chloe, how did you get the Quidditch team started?
Well, I had first played Quidditch at a birthday party, and I was like, well, me and my friends, we like to play. So I was like, this is pretty fun. And then I learned about there being a whole collegiate league with like the different colleges in America. And I thought that would be really cool just to form a team and be able to travel and play.
And again, I'm Megan Lofton, Texan TV News.
The team is preparing to play against Texas A&M in College Station, along with the TCU Horned Frogs in Fort Worth. They are hoping to get a few tournaments together soon, with one being held in Dallas. If you would like to join the team, you can meet them on the grassy knoll this coming Sunday at 3. The AP reports that Neftali Feliz and Derek Holland are among 13 players who have agreed to contracts for this season with the two-time defending American League champion Texas Rangers. Feliz, who is making the switch to the Rangers rotation after being their closer, agreed Monday to a $502,000 one-year deal. That is just less than the $504,700 for Holland, a 16-game winner last year. Alexi Oganda, a 13-game winner and all-star after going into the rotation at the end of spring training, got a $497,600 deal. Oganda could be headed back to the bullpen. The non-pitchers agreeing to deals were outfielders Julio Bourbon and Engel Beltre. The other pitchers with deals were pitchers Michael Kirkman, Mark Hamburger, Jacob Brigham, Miguel de los Santos, William Font, Roman Mendez, Justin Miller, and Martin Perez. Do you need help creating your resume? The Career Services Center at Tarleton will be hosting a resume clinic on Tuesday, February 28th, and Monday, March 26th from 4 to 6 p.m. in room 218 of the Tarleton Student Center. Bring a rough draft of your resume, and Katrina Phillips will assist you. Today's weather will be cloudy with a high of 72 and a 10% chance of rain, and tonight with a low of 51 and a 20% chance of rain. Today's broadcast was produced by Megan Lofton, Rafael Sanchez, Andrea Berry, and Sharon Trimble. Today's still photos were from the Empire Tribune, abcnews.go.com, onlineathens.com, baseballwallpaper.org, mcallenisd.org, and the Tarleton Quidditch Association. You can follow us on ustream.tv/user/Texan News Service. Don't forget to tell your friends about us and become a fan of Texan TV News on Facebook. I am Mike Daniels. Tune in tomorrow for the latest news from the Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville, Texas.